Welcome back, Brush Monkeys. This week we are continuing our October vampire extravaganza here with this guy. He is another Rapham miniature from the Shadows and Steel line. Sorry, I had to consult my notes there. He's in the same line as the Nosferatu we painted last week. This guy's name is listed as Tandaloor Vampire. I don't know what Tandaloor means. I guess that's his name. It kind of sounds like Indian takeout to me. But he's much more like a Vlad Tepes kind of vampire. So he's pretty spiff looking. This is another one that I stripped down and just repaint from years ago. I've given him a Zenithal Prime. So he's darker from that end than from that end. And we're gonna paint him up. So I'm gonna pause here and get started on him, and then we'll come back and check in on the progress. See you soon. Bye. Alright, I'm back and I've got our guy's skin tone done. Since his beard and hair, well, it doesn't really have any hair showing, but his beard and his boots are both going to be done with Black Templar. I went ahead and did his boots. As you can see, I did his skin with Pallid Witch Flesh and a thinned Drakenhof Nightshade. That kind of gives him that kind of pale blue pallor. It's kind of hard to tell against the white of the priming, white and gray of the priming. But once I get the rest of it painted around him, it's going to look much more deathly and pale. For the most part, his armor is going to be Night Scales, which is kind of a metallic black. It's going to be all this. I think I might do these parts right here, these little fins he's got on him, and this part around his face in gemstone, which is a metallic red. And then get that little thing on, a little finial on the top of his helmet in gold. But his wings are going to have Night Scales frames, and then the spacers will be in red too, so that'll kind of tie everything together. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and go do the Night Scales portion of that, and then we'll come back and see how he looks, and then we'll go from there. All right, see you soon. Bye. All right, as you can see, we've finished the metallics on his armor and his wings here, and they're looking pretty good. And now that I've got those done, you can kind of see the pallor of his face kind of stands out a little bit more, a little more sickly and ill looking. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out so far. I've got his fabric left to do now. I'm going to do his tunic in Vallejo model color Violet. It's a nice evil purple looking color. And then his sash and the hilt of his sword are going to be, or the grip of his sword rather, are going to be Vallejo game color heavy red. And so will the lining of his cloak. And then the back of his cloak is going to be Thanos black. I think it's going to look really good. I might do Thanos black with a little bit of, I might do the Corvus black highlights on this one, because again, he's got a lot of folds on there. But yeah, he's coming along. Looks pretty evil. I'm really liking how he looks so far. So I'm going to let that dry, and then we'll come back and do the fabric. See you soon. Bye. Alright, made some more progress on our boy here. I deviated from my original plan a little bit. I was originally just going to do the violet on the cloth, and then I decided that I wanted a little more depth to it. So I shade washed it with Druchii Violet, and then layered it with the violet again, and then decided that wasn't quite enough, so I took a little bit of Vallejo model color purple here, which you can see is quite a bit lighter, and mixed it in with the violet and highlighted it again. So that's why you get that nice layering going on there. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So up next, I'm going to do the Vallejo game color deep red. Excuse me, God, I got the hiccups. On the inside of his cloak, his belt, and the grip of his sword. And then we'll come back and see how he looks. All right, See you soon. Bye. Alright, so we got the reds done on this guy, his belt sash and the lining of his cloak, grip of his sword, and I've shade washed them with a little bit of Carroburg Crimson, just so they're not too flat looking. You see they got some nice definition to them now. So the next step I think is going to be doing the golds on this guy. The sword hilt is just going to be Basilicanum Gray with Necron Dry Brush. And I'll do that at the same time as the base, because the base is going to be Basilicanum Gray too. But the hilt and pommel of the sword and this little finial on top of his head, I'm going to do something a little different with those. I found a neat way of doing gold metallic if you don't want to use gold metallic paint. And basically what we're doing is I'm going to use this plate mail metal from Army Painter, because it's a nice bright silver, but it's not too bright like their shining silver is a little bit lighter than this. So I'm going to use this as the base, and then I'm going to wash it with the Citadel Contrast End in yellow. And that's going to give that metallic look, but it's still going to be golden. It's going to be really nice and bright. And you'll see what I mean when I finish it. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that, and then we'll come back and take a look at it, and you'll see what I mean. All right, see you soon. All right, I'm back. I've done the golds on this guy. You can see how that worked with the plate mail silver and End in yellow over the top of it. It's a really nice, rich gold color. It's also fairly even gold color, except where it pulled up right here. Mop that up a little bit. There we go. This is a good solution. Using End in yellow over silver is a good solution for a gold color, because I've noticed that a lot of paint ranges, the gold metallic is the weak spot on their roster. I know I'm a huge Army Painter fan. If you watch my videos a lot, you know I've talked about being an unabashed Army Painter fanboy. And even I will admit that their greedy gold and bright gold are a little thin, and I usually end up needing to back them with Palomino gold from Reaper, just to get a decent smooth coverage of color, because they tend to be really thin and look sort of washy sometimes. But this is a really good solution. Their silvers are really good, so this is a good way of doing their golds. Just putting down a layer of silver with End in yellow over the top of it, and you get that nice bright metallic gold color. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Basilicanum Gray on his sword and his base now, and then we'll come back and take a look at him one last time before we wrap it up. All right, see you soon. Bye. Alright, so one last update before I wrap this guy up. As you can see, I've got his sword done. It's all nice and dry brushed with silver. Excuse me, the Necron compound. I also went ahead and did his cloak, because I realized I really hadn't done an update on that. Got the Thanos black on his cloak. I also highlighted it with a little bit of Corvus black, so it's got a nice subtle highlighting on there. Looks really nice. All that's left to do is to dry brush the base once that contrast dries, and then paint the base band. You all have seen that before. So I'm going to go ahead and say the next time you see this guy, he'll be completely done. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is our finished Tandaloor Vampire Lord. I think he looks really spiff. I'm really happy with him. This is an early to mid 80s Ratham miniature, RAFM. If you want to look them up on Lost Minis Wiki, you can see all the other minis that were part of that same box set. I'm not doing the entire box set of them, but, well, I probably am, because I've got the box set, but I'm doing them in separate videos. Not doing them all as a series. But I think he turned out really well. I really like how it came out. Next week we will be painting Mordha the Vampire Lord from Reaper Miniatures. And be wrapping up the series right in time for Halloween. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom here. If you like what you see, click like down below. I think it's over on that side. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, click subscribe. New videos post mostly on Fridays. The regularly scheduled ones post on Fridays, but you know, if something comes up, I'll post something anytime. So go check that out. Click like, click subscribe. Both of those help with my YouTube numbers. If you want to rock some of the Fly Monkey merch, like a t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, sweatshirt, hoodies, masks, whatever, go check out our merch store at storefrontier.com/FlyMonkeyStudios. If you want to support me in other ways, there's my Amazon wish list. Feel free to check that out. Check out our Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook accounts. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.